what's trending. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Thursday said a clerical error is responsible for discrepancies on the certificate issued to him by the Chicago State University. Well, according to Tinubu's lawyers, an unidentified clerk of the university made the error about the date the school stated on his recently issued certificate. Tinubu's lawyers argued that the university incorrectly wrote the date of graduation as June 27th, 1979, instead of June 22nd, 1979, along with a change in the university's logo, which created the appearance of differences between an earlier issued diploma and the one issued in response to a 2022 subpoena. The claim is in their response to a suit filed by former Vice President Atiku Abubakar seeking the disclosure of Tinubu's academic records from the university. Well, users on social media have shared mixed reactions. Before I take tweets, Rufai, I'd love for you to just chime in here, because you know that this issue of whether certificates forgery has been, on the forefront of all eyes on the judiciary.
No, but we just have to state clearly that anything happening in American courts is of no consequence to what the judiciary has reserved a date for already. This is separate from it. But there's been many conversations around this Chicago debacle. And many cases have been filed. And many subpoenas have been issued, all right, as regards this. And some actors somewhere have orchestrated also many lies. One of them, I think we had to talk about this around November last year, was that we brought to fore that there had been a case filed as regards this conundrum of certificates at the court in Abuja. I think it was the Federal High Court or something. I don't know the jurisdiction of the court now, where Enahoro Eba, a lawyer, said that he had instructed his partner, Knowles, in Chicago, to subpoena Chicago to get details of, degrees and all of that, and school records and all of that. And he said this was at variance with what the president, now sent to INEC then.
Right.
There's that conundrum. And I think we talked emphatically as regards this. That was what happened then. Now, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar in America also using the court system to be able to know more. And in fact, I think for the sake of clarification, somebody had claimed that they even went to Chicago.
I know that's somebody.
The point I made
yes.
was the person claimed they went to Chicago on the 19th of September. That was the day they visited Chicago. But why is it that the document the person claimed Chicago gave them was unsigned and it was dated in June? So there's been a lot of conundrum, and I would like the courts to be able to unpack it. But Alhaji Atiku Abubakar has filed in America, and the response of the Tinubu team now is the fact that there was a clerical error as regards date of graduation and the likes and all of that. Whatever it is, this matter is sub judice, and the court will rule. What I just gave is a hitherto background. I will not talk about the matter that is sub judice.
Right.
All right? But there's been a lot of back and forth and confusion as regards this. So let's see how this court process pans out. The deposition and the reportage is all there for all to read.
Right.
Pure and simple.
Well, you know that the United States had given Tinubu until August 23rd, that is what, 2 days ago?
Yeah.
To, give reasons as to why his records should not be released to the former vice president. But, before I come to you, let me take some tweets. This is from Spotlight, who wrote, Chicago State University had the opportunity to proactively issue an official statement to disassociate itself from the narco runner and lay out whatever went wrong with its internal admission processes over 45 years ago, but they preferred to cover it up and hope the stench would go away. This is certainly how not to handle a crisis. PR 101. Everyone knows that a lot of people traveled and worked with other people's identities back then because of absence of biometrics, etc. So there is no way they haven't reviewed this case over and over and identified what went wrong since Nigerians started pursuing this matter. Over to you, Ayo.
Yeah, I mean, as has been mentioned already, this matter has come up a number of times, and in the last election, it tried to, some people tried to bring it up again, especially from the opposition. And it is important, even though it has no bearing on the judgment that's reserved by, that's in court currently in terms of the presidential election petition tribunal. I think it's important for Nigerians to know the truth, even if it's just to put it on the record. And then, one thing about the United States of America is that they will uphold the rule of law. And so even though Chicago State University hitherto had not wanted to and had given a post-dated date to release the details of the school records, by the act of law, the former Vice President Atiku has been able to place a demand for them to release it. So the onus would be on them then to see if they are going to do so. Even though, as has been established, it has no bearing on the judgment, it is important for Nigerians to know the truth. And let's put pay to this conversation around, where's your background, what school did you attend, what school didn't you attend. I think let's just have closure. As a people. I think that's all that I would say about this one.
Yes, absolutely. Well, we'll move on to another story. Hannatu Musawa.